What's up, guys? Welcome back to another long-form video. I'm sorry for not posting like I normally do. A lot of stuff has been going on in my high school life, and I'm trying to navigate to where I can get a regularized posting schedule for you guys. But that being said, let's get into today's video. Now, I know I'm like a month late into doing this video, but shut up, I don't care. Anyways, that's besides the point. Today, guys, I will be reviewing every single Goosebumps book I have in my little library that's in my room. Now, just for context, I have already read every single one of these books. They're really not that hard to read. I really enjoy reading. But yeah, like I said before, we're going to be reviewing and ranking all of these books. So I have 10 Goosebumps books in my hand right now. So obviously we'll be ranking them on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's see which Goosebumps book, in my opinion, is best. So let's get started. So I'd say for number 10, I'm gonna have to put Goosebumps, the Blob That Ate Everyone. I'm gonna have to put that at number 10. Now, let me tell you guys my reasoning behind this. I honestly just didn't like the storyline of this book. I really didn't. If you don't know what the book is about, I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil it for you, but basically it's about this kid, Zach, who finds a typewriter that is essentially magical, and whatever he writes in the typewriter comes to life, and he just so happens to be really interested in horror, and he writes a story about like a blob monster eating everyone in his neighborhood, and what you know, that blob monster comes to life, and now he has to like try and destroy it by destroying the typewriter or the book. I don't remember, I haven't read it in a while, but I remember the gist of it. But for one, I didn't like the storyline of this book, like I said before, and for two, I didn't like the pacing as well. And for three, I thought the story was too short, in my opinion, because as you can see, there's not like that many pages in this book, in my opinion. Like, this is like the average Goosebumps book. It may seem like a lot, but in reality, it is not a lot. So, yeah, like I said before, The Blob That Ate Everyone is going to have to go down at number 10. Now, for number 9, I'm going to have to put Goosebumps Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes at number 9, and let me tell you guys why I'm putting this book at number 9. Because while yes, it is slightly better than The Blob That Ate Everyone, it really isn't at the same time, because it has similar issues to what The Blob That Ate Everyone has. The pacing is actually kind of better than The Blob That Ate Everyone. The storyline, it's a little better. It's, again, for me, the length. This book is actually shorter than The Blob That Ate Everyone, and that is very surprising. The pacing, like I said before, it's okay. Then the storyline, it's a little better than The Blob That Ate Everyone, but it's still, they're basically on par with one another. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes at number 9. Now for number 8, I'm gonna put The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb at number 8. The reasoning behind this is because the storyline, I really like this storyline, but not like a lot, but I kind of liked it, if that makes sense. Pacing was honestly decent, not gonna lie, the pacing was very decent. And the length of the story, it's the average Goosebumps book, so it's not gonna be that long, but it will be enough to like send like a chill or two down your spine and everything. Like, this book had a lot of like twists and turns and unexpected things and all that. But yeah, so that's why I'm ranking The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb at number 8. So for number 7, I'm gonna have to rank The Ghost Next Door at number 7, and my reasoning behind this one is because the storyline, to me, it was kind of boring in my opinion. The storyline for this book, kind of boring. Pacing, meh. But the length of the story, the average Goosebumps book, so it's literally the exact same as the other ones. But like, storyline, it was decent, I guess. The pacing was a little bit better than The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, though. Well, I mean, The Mummy's Tomb pacing was kind of good, but this one was like just slightly better, and that's why it is at number 7. But that's literally the only reason. But yeah, I rank The Ghost Next Door at number 7 on this tier list. Now, number 6 is actually kind of like a seasonal thing that we're going on. Number 6 is gonna be Goosebumps Most Wanted. The 12 Screams of Christmas, as you can see. And the reasoning behind this is actually kind of weird. So basically, in this book, it's about a Christmas spirit that terrorizes these two characters. I don't remember the names. I literally remember a summary of the book, but it's basically about a Christmas spirit who terrorizes these two characters, and these two characters have to somehow get along with one another to actually be able to defeat said spirit on the cover right here. The reasoning this is at number 6 is because, well, it was something new in my opinion. It was a new thing that I've never seen before, a horror story that is Christmas themed. I've never seen that before, so I was really interested in reading it. When you actually read it, it's like kind of good. It's actually like, it's more lengthy than normal Goosebumps books, because here, let's do the comparison. So here, we're gonna do the comparison of the Ghost Next Door. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the Most Wanted book is thicker than the Ghost Next Door book. And I've read all of these books, so I know that this one is kind of longer than the other ones. What else is there? Pacing, it was better, I'm not gonna lie. This is like a book that I like pacing. Storyline, it was meh, because like, this was the first time for me reading a Christmas-themed horror story. But the storyline, it was okay in my opinion. And the characters and everything, they were good as well. But yeah, that's why I'm placing the 12 Screams of Christmas at number 6. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting into the top 5 Goosebumps books that I think are top 5 in my little library. So let's get into that. Alright everyone, so at number 5, we have Let's Get Invisible. Now this book isn't as known as some of the other Goosebumps books, but this is about a kid named Max who goes into his attic and I think sees a mirror or something, and like there's something on the mirror like engraved into it saying, "Now you see me, now you don't," and he says that, and slowly over time in the book he turns completely invisible and becomes the Invisible Boy in the movie Goosebumps that we see in, I think, the 2010s maybe, I don't remember. Pacing was good in my opinion. The pacing of the book, I loved it. Storyline, it was again something new for me, but it was better than the 12 Screams of Christmas storyline. I think this one was kind of better than the 12 Screams of Christmas. And in terms of like the length of the story, it's not that lengthy. I've read it. It's not that lengthy, but it's still a good book in my opinion. So like, if you're into like unexpected and a different type of horror book in the Goosebumps genre, I would suggest starting off with Let's Get Invisible. Alright, so for number 4, I'm gonna have to rank The Scarecrow That Walks at Midnight at number 4. Now my reason behind this is because even though pacing and the length of the story was like decent, the storyline can make up for all of that. It's like, this book in my opinion was unexpected to me when I got it, and I loved the storyline in this book. Even though the pacing and everything, even though the pacing and the length of it was decent, the storyline, I loved it so much. The reason I loved it is because it was something new, it was something unexpected, it was something fresh that I've never read in the horror genre. So that's why I'm placing The Scarecrow That Walks at Midnight at number 4. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going into top 3 Goosebumps books in my Goosebumps catalog that I have in my little library in my room. So let's get into the top 3. So at number 3, or in third place I guess, we have The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Now, the length of this book is a little more lengthy than normal Goosebumps books, like literally just a little bit more. And then pacing, the pacing was good, I'm not gonna lie, the pacing was good. Storyline, it was also really good, same with Scarecrow That Walks at Midnight. It was like something expected, because like normal horror stories, they would have a werewolf every now and then. But like this one, it was different, because it made someone else turn into a werewolf from the previous werewolf. That's something you don't normally see, so... And the literature, the way R.L. Stein used figurative language to describe different things in the book was amazing in my opinion. So that's why The Werewolf of Fever Swamp gets third place in my ranking for the Goosebumps books. Now in second place, we have Goosebumps, the Haunted Car. I personally love this car. Basically, it was about this character named Michelle, and Michelle. Yeah, that's how. I don't know how to say it. I think you pronounce it Michelle. He gets a new fantastic car, right? But the car, unbeknownst to him, is haunted by a spirit, and he doesn't know that. And the car will slowly try to, like, ruin his life, I guess you could say. And then in the end, he gets rid of the car, I believe. I don't remember it much, but I remember some sort of summary behind the book. Storyline, amazing. I love the storyline. Pacing, amazing. And then I just know the length is like a normal Goosebumps book, but still the length does not matter for this book. The pacing and the storyline, it was incredible in my opinion. The storyline for The Haunted Car, it was incredible, and that's why it gets the second place spot on my ranking for the Goosebumps books that I have. And then finally, guys, at number 1, the first place winner for my ranking is a classic Goosebumps hit, The Night of the Living Dummy. This is my number 1 because it's a classic Goosebumps book, you know, like The Haunted Car, it's like a little more new, but like honestly you can never go wrong with classic horror stories from the Goosebumps genre. The Night of the Living Dummy is an iconic like little mini series in Goosebumps. I personally love it. I've read Night of the Living Dummy 2 and Night of the Living Dummy 3 and the Horrorland versions of the Night of the Living Dummy stories. I've read all of those. It's a really good storyline. Basically, it's about this ventriloquist dummy, Slappy, who is possessed by a spirit. Yes, he's possessed by a spirit, and whoever owns him, he'll try to ruin their life, and then go on to another owner and try to repeat the process over and over and over again. Until, I don't remember which book, but when one of the books, he finally is defeated by the puppet game, destroyed completely. So that is why that Night of the Living Dummy is first place of my Goosebumps books ranking for all the Goosebumps books that I have in my little library. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's video. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting like I normally do. I'm trying to figure out a regularized posting schedule I can follow. But like I said, there's gonna be more long-form content on the way this week. It'll be more Halloween based because I was kind of late to making that type of long-form content, but yeah, be looking forward to that. Also, a new episode of Figure Fights will be posted on Friday, so look forward to the new episode of Figure Fights. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all the updates I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to. I am not forcing you to whatsoever. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.